The FIFA World Cup 26 is coming to North America next summer. It's the ultimate celebration of sports and culture and an opportunity to elevate your company. Get closer to where business meets the beautiful game with a premium hospitality package. Build partnerships in the best seats and suites. Achieve goals over world-class food and beverage. Get closer to wins on and off the pitch. Book a package at fifaworldcup.com/hospitality.
Reality radio for a really great future. We're talking real money.
Real money matters because, well, money matters. And talking about it is what we do here on the Talking Real Money show and podcast. Hey, everybody, I'm Don McDonald, and over there is Tom Cock, and we're here on a Saturday talking to you live to try and help you make more sense out of this crazy little thing we call money. And mainly about the investing of it and how frustrating and bizarre it can be at times. I mean, for example, oh, by the way, I want to give you a phone number before we go to do anything else. 855-935-TALK is our phone number. That's 855-935-8255. Call us. We'll answer your questions. Even if they don't have anything to do with what we're talking about, we'll go off in any direction that suits you. 855-935-TALK. Let's talk about the stock market because we talk about the stock market a lot. Now, lately, there's been a lot of bad news there. We got the tariff things, and we have corporate earnings down, and, business revenues are flat. And yet, we got a market that's just climbing like a caffeinated squirrel, just Rocky the flying caffeinated squirrel. Why is that? Why does it do the crazy things it does do, Tom?
Well, an article recently wrote about this, talking about the market rallying for reasons no one understands and no one predicted. And then it went into, maybe some of the causes. Is it the Senegalese money supply, or is it the figure showing a poor tuna haul off the Peruvian coast? Okay, those were all jokes. That was supposed to be funny, right? Because I don't think the tuna haul off Peru.
I'm glad you let me know it was supposed to be funny.
Thank you. Yeah. I do that regularly, as you know.
I can chuckle now.
So this is always the $64,000 question. Now, I get to talk to a lot of people about this, including my own family. My brother and his wife Maura, and their son is here, and my brother and I sat down outside last night.
They talked to you about money? Do they think you're like an expert or something?
Oh, yeah, exactly. You'll set them straight, I'm sure of that. But it wasn't the first question he asked, but it was among the first. And it was like this, market can't go any higher, right? It's just way too high. It shouldn't be this high, should it?
Yeah. Market can go, well, here's the thing. We've said this before. Eventually, the market always goes higher, or at least it always has.
Yeah,
we don't know that it always will, but it always has. Why is it going up today? Well, one of the biggest reasons is stock prices aren't based on what is currently happening. People are going to give you all kinds of reasons why it's doing this and that, but the simplest reason is those who buy stocks are anticipating future events. They're not reacting to current events unless the current events come as a big surprise.
Yeah, and an event, right? That can do it. New information that can do it. And somebody else asked me about this last week and really pressed me. And I was like, well, it could be, jitters about the job market. Well, apparently not. Could be the earnings thing you mentioned, euphoria over that. Not really.
Nope.
Is it the interest rate refresh? No one really knows.
Well, that's one of the reasons why they'll say, well, there's still hope that Trump is going to strong arm Jerome Powell into a big interest rate reduction. And then that's going to cause stock prices to soar because corporations can borrow cheaper. That's one of the reasons.
There's so much noise, so much emotion, so much information that people are looking at trying to make that decision when the right decision really is not to make one. It's just, you should be properly invested because no one knows what might happen on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's a mystery, the future. So that's why you should be properly in it.
Some of the other popular reasons, though, are things like,
oh, please,
there is no alternative. What's the alternative? You can buy U.S. stocks, or you can buy international stocks, or you can buy emerging market stocks,
And I hope you're bought international stocks, because international small cap value companies as an asset class, as a group of stocks, it's up over 30% year. So as far as, does that sound like the America First trade? It doesn't really sound to me like that, but
30%. We have been saying forever that this America First attitude on the part of the market was inevitably going to change.
Yeah,
we didn't know when, and I know for a fact that many of you poo-pooed those comments on our part.
Yeah.
Why would I want to be in those dumb international stocks when it's America? No, it's not just America. It's not just America. It hasn't been just America, well, for a couple of 100 years, but we weren't the big one a couple 100 years ago. 150
so
years ago.
You need to own more than that. And by the way, the total global portfolio up 9.5% year to date. That's ahead of the S&P 500 for the first time in a year and a long time.
And
I get
that's
it,
why you globally diversify your portfolio. And don't worry about why. Worry about the fact that your portfolio has to be a little bit of everywhere because you can't know why. 855-935-TALK is our number.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
Hi, Don McDonald here. So, what's your plan for retirement? No, really. What's the actual plan? Because hoping the market goes up, stockpiling random investments, and praying your gut instincts are smarter than Wall Street is not a plan. It's a guess. And when the market gets bumpy, and it always does, guessing leads to second guessing. And second guessing leads to panicking. That's why you need more than a portfolio. You need a purpose, a strategy, a real financial plan built just for you by a 100% fiduciary advisor who's legally obligated to act in your best interest. Imagine that. Start your plan today with a free, no-pressure meeting at talkingrealmoney.com or call 800-386-3004. That's talkingrealmoney.com, because your future deserves more than crossed fingers and wishful thinking. By the way, no sales pitch, no obligation, just smart help for real people who want to stop guessing and start planning. Appella is an SEC-registered investment advisor. See AppellaWealth.com or the firm's Form ADV for more details.
Your guides to a really great financial future. Tom and Don are talking real money.
Welcome to the program. I'm Don McDonald. 855-935-TALK is our phone number. 855-935-8255. And you can call us. We love answering questions. It's what we live for. We live to answer your questions. 855-935-TALK. And let's take our very first call of the day from Agora Hills, California. And David, welcome to the show.
Hey, gentlemen. Thank you very much for taking my call. I have a little unusual question. My kids are out of college, but they have north of $1 million still in their 529 plans between three kids. So what we're going to do is convert as much as we can into Roth IRAs, but they still have a lot in their 529s. Can they, since you could transfer a 529 to anybody you want, could they transfer part of it to me, and then I could transfer whatever I get into my own Roth IRA?
No, you could transfer it to another recipient.
You are the account. You are the account holder. So I don't know that you can transfer it to anybody. You could change anytime with a 529. You can change the beneficiary.
You can change the beneficiary of the 529. So he could expand.
Right.
He could expand the list of beneficiaries for whom the Roth IRA contribution would apply. Yeah, but you can't give it to them and then have them give it to you. No.
Can I have them give it to my wife?
No, you could.
And then she opens up her own.
You could just do it. You could give it to your wife. That would be okay.
That's true. Right. Me is right. That I understand.
Yeah.
That's if you're looking to find beneficiaries. I've got a daughter getting ready to go to college. I know that's not a problem, really, David. We can help you with that all day long.
Okay, can I have part of her income as she goes?
We'll do this off the air. We'll negotiate
if you want.
Actually, that sounds pretty good. Who knows what that's going to look like?
Tom, this is not good for the show's future.
I'm sorry. I apologize. But yes, you could. At any time you could change the beneficiaries.
Hold on, I'm doing some checking. The beneficiary can be you.
When does that?
The beneficiary can be you.
Right. When does the 15-year start because you have to hold it for 15 years before you could convert it to a 529.
No, the 529 must be open. My understanding is it's from the date it opens.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I believe it's from the date it is opened. So if it was opened more than 15 years ago, then you can change the beneficiary to, I mean, like every member of your family, including you, could all be beneficiaries.
Yeah.
And all get.
Wait, I got to ask though. We got it. Don and I looked at each other.
That is a lot of money.
How the heck did you? You're the world-winning saver for college
did you think your kids were going to? Were they going to the moon?
That's crazy.
Guys, I listen to you regularly, and I love diversification. I've been doing this for a long, long time. I also have nieces and nephews that each have an approximate amount of money, too. So, and we front-loaded this about 15 years ago. They all went to colleges that cost $70,000 a year. It was, except for some got scholarships and stuff. But I don't want to take up your people's time. I would love to discuss it with you if you really guys want to. I love doing this stuff, and you guys are great. You guys are fantastic. I have so many people that I turn on to you because they don't understand, and you guys do.
Well, congratulations on an incredible job, and you should enjoy it because you can give yourself a $35,000 roll over to the Roth. You can give it to your wife, your great grandkids down the pipe. There's going to be money for everybody.
Yeah, I'll send it on
money
over.
for everyone. You get some money, and you get some money.
It's an annuity for grandkids and great grandkids and everything. So it feels really good to have a legacy.
Well, it's you and Oprah giving people stuff. Good job.
That's awesome.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you for calling us and appreciate the kind comments. Wow, I think that's the first time I've ever heard anyone having $1 million in 529.
Me too.
I don't think I've never heard that.
No, never. That's the biggest one I've ever heard of.
Yeah, that's crazy, especially after paying it. I mean,
yeah. 855-935-TALK is our phone number. I'm Don. That's Tom. And we're going to our good friend Jeff in Ottawa, Canada once again. Jeff, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Good. How you doing there, Jeff?
We've been shorting BlackBerry all week, so we're making a lot of money. So thank you for that.
Oh boy, no.
No, sorry.
Tom, how was your trip to Normandy? I've got to ask that first.
It was an awesome trip. I got to say, I spoiled myself with a private tour, so I got to see a lot of things that, I didn't just go to Omaha Beach, although I did go to. But it was for a World War II guy like me. Pretty much your perfect day. And the guy that was my tour guide, shout out to Rudy. He was supposed to be like a 6-hour tour. He was still going after 8.5 hours. I'm like, Rudy, this is supposed oh no, I got to take it to this. So it was really, thank you for asking. But yeah, it was a wonderful day. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's excellent. I went back in 2010. There's really too much to see in one trip. I'd love to go back.
Yeah.
I spent most of my time on Juneau, of course, is where we landed. So, but yeah, so we'll go from Talking Real D-Day to Talking Real Money.
Absolutely.
I just want to echo the previous caller. You guys I just love your show, as you guys know, and it's just great tuning in and listening to the podcast. And
we're just glad that it translates to Canadian. We're just very happy for that. So
that's the Translate app. I have it on automatic translate to Canadian. Yeah,
it's pretty good. Yeah, it works well.
Oh boy,
it's AI.
Right. So I have a question. I'm going to ask you, Don, to actually use some AI. I think some ChatGPT for this one, because I had never heard of it, and I don't know if you guys have heard of it. But the HAGI Index. My question, it's not really a question, it's just more to generate discussion. It's about liquid markets, the classic car market. Apparently, there's an index called the HAGI Index.
Yeah, and thanks to you sending this to me, I actually looked it up.
I was getting ready for lunch, so I'm on the HAGIS Index. It's a little different. But
you did not go to Scotland, so
I'm sorry about that.
HAGIS.
Others from America did, though.
Cool.
So.
I was reading about it in the Economist about a week ago, and I just thought it was so cool. I don't think there's a way to actually buy or like take any market share in it. I didn't look into it that much, but it's just really cool because it's got a market cap of $15 billion at least in 2013. And
okay, wait, we got to stop. You're getting ahead of us. What are we talking about here?
Collectible cars.
Ah, okay. So they just look at the prices to see if they're going up or down or something to give you a feel for.
Yeah.
Okay,
and it was an incredible market up to about 2014-15.
And then it fell out.
Okay, so it didn't last.
It didn't last past about 15. Most car prices have gone down. Well, some as much as half.
Wow.
So it was a pretty decent decline. And I based on, because you sent this in, I did a little research on collectible markets. I
think art's had a tough time too.
Fine wine has taken a beating recently.
Yeah.
Comic books down as much as 70%. Luxury watches down over 50%.
No.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm serious.
What are we gonna do with these comic books then?
And Beanie Babies, they're the biggest.
what?
99% decline in the value.
I got a garage
Beanie
full of those
Babies.
things. That's killing me.
So collectibles are pretty terrible. And somebody once said the best thing about collecting old classic watches is you can actually tell what time you went broke.
That's very convenient.
Tom and Don are talking real money. For your real life and real future, Tom and Don are talking real money.
855-935-8255 is the phone number. I'm Don. Tom's over there. You're there. We're glad everybody got together on a Saturday to talk about money. And then this becomes a podcast next Tuesday if all goes according to plan. 855-935-TALK is our phone number, 855-935-8255. And let's go to Pennsylvania. Sherry, welcome to Talking Real Money.
Hi, this is Brooke from Pennsylvania. First time calling in, really excited to actually talk to you guys. Been listening to you for a long time and finally called in today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to reach out because I just wanted to know the actual timeline. So I'm actually going to make the move after listening to you guys for like over a year. So I'm actually going to make the move and move forward with the financial advisor. I just wanted to level set what that timeline looks like. So I've taken the risk quiz online. I've gathered all my documents and statements ready to go. So from me submitting them, what does the timeline look like that after that? Are
you talking about the free meeting where you sit down with an advisor, they look your portfolio over and give you some stuff? Okay.
Correct.
So what's the timeline for setting that all up, Tom?
Not very long. I mean, if you contact us, you're going to hear right back from us for one thing, and then generally the analysis takes about a week. Oh, okay. And I'm trying to understand what your question is.
The analysis takes about a week, is what he said.
Okay, so I submitted all that on Thursday, and then he got back to me, confirmed that, well, actually Sunday. He got back to me on Monday, July 14th, and said that he confirmed that he got everything and said he would reach out. So I haven't heard, so I just want to make sure that...
So you should hear back early next week. You should hear back.
Okay, all right, we're just going to say, who's the advisor?
Who's the advisor? Tom's going to talk to. I got to
know, because that's kind of a long time, actually.
Oh, do I have to... I didn't want to do that. Aaron. It's Aaron.
Aaron. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Aaron.
And your name was Brooke, is that... Did I hear that? Was it Brooke, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You can rest assured that on Monday you will hear back from Aaron. I can almost 110% guarantee that. So
unless
now you're not putting you on the spot, putting him on the spot.
Unless he's in a box.
Yeah.
6 feet under.
Generally, yeah, but from the intake on 7/14, you would hear back within a week. So it hasn't been that long, but
it really hasn't. He's not in trouble. We're joking.
But Monday he will be. So,
but we like it when they quake in their boots over the weekend. It's just kind of fun.
I'm happier to know that you responded to us after a year, because most people it takes at least a couple of years, and even then they don't respond.
2 years.
Okay, 2 years. So
true. It's 2 years actually. But in Aaron's defense, I sent him a lot of stuff because I have a tangled web of stuff. I have two.
Okay.
I have Voya, I have E-Trade, I have Fidelity, I have it's a lot of
You're
stuff.
You're walking it back.
She has a tangled web.
A tangled web, which yes. Well, we'll see if we can untangle it for you, and yeah.
I'm hoping so. Okay, so I'll just patiently wait.
Yep.
And
the fire has been lit.
Yep, you will be hearing from us.
All right. Thank you so much,
okay,
Sherry.
I appreciate you guys.
Brooke, or
Thank
whatever
you.
your name is. You have a couple of names. Thank you.
Brooke.
Take care. All right.
Okay.
It says Sherry on the screen.
I know, but she said Brooke, so we're going to go with
what she said.
All right.
Not what was typed.
By the way, before this half an hour ends,
Yeah.
You always give me a raft of you-know-what for going on vacation. You just got back from vacation. How was it?
I did, but I worked the whole time. No, you notice all the podcasts went up. You notice they were all there.
Okay.
All the podcasts
Yeah, all
were
right.
there.
That's
How
fair
was
enough, yeah.
vacation? It was lovely, actually. It was the first time in a very long time, I can't even remember the last time, when all my children and all my grandchildren.
And how many children is that? Let's put it out there.
4 children.
4 children.
And 4 grandchildren.
I think that's awesome.
So with
and you all
Debbie
went
and me,
down
it was
to
like
south
13
of there in
we went down
Florida,
to
right?
Vero Beach.
I love it. Yeah.
Where it was ridiculously hot. I don't know why
But you
people
were in a
go to the
pool or
beach.
in the water or something, right, the whole time?
Literally, I was up to my neck in the pool or up to my
for you.
neck in the ocean.
With a cold drink, I hope?
Well, no, but that was back
Okay.
at the room after I escaped the
Okay,
heat.
all right.
I was just
Okay.
up to my neck in the pool or up to my neck in the ocean.
Yeah.
So, it was great. It was fun having all the kids together. It was fun
I
having
think
all the
that's awesome.
grandkids together.
Good for you.
It was cacophonous, but
I'm sure.
and I have to say, as much as I enjoyed it, being me, just me being me, I got to the house and I went,
You're worse homebody than I am. I'm always glad
I'm
to get
terrible.
home.
I'm just I love sitting in my little studio and editing, like I'm editing the Tom and Roxy podcast.
I'm sorry for that.
I'm having to do a lot of editing on the Tom and Roxy podcast for next Friday. 855-935-TALK is our phone number. We do have lines just for you.
Tom and Don are talking real money. Reality radio for a really great future. We're talking real money.
Funny thing about money, it seeps into almost every aspect of our lives. Just about everything we do requires it. And just about everything we do involves it. And a lot of the time we're trying to save it, earn it, invest it. We do a great job of spending it like I did last week with my family.
But you use all your
although it was
points,
great.
though.
It was
Yeah,
great.
you
A
use all
couple
your-
of kids actually took us out to dinner.
Wow.
On their nickel.
Wow. That's when you know the worm is turned here or something.
No,
Yeah.
it
Good for
was
you.
so
Good for you.
shocking, and it was like,
Ah,
no,
that's
I
nice.
got this, and I'm going, really?
What?
You
Yeah,
you
but
never
Chick-fil-A,
get this.
I mean, that's not that big a deal, right?
Oh, no. Actually, one of them was my daughter's boyfriend yesterday. We went to Disney when we got home. We went to a bar, the Hangar Bar there, which is so adorable. And he bought dinner and drinks there. I was like, shocked. And that Disney, not cheap.
No, that's not cheap.
As a matter of fact, I found out the restaurant right next door, the Boathouse at Disney, I think it's at Disney Springs is what it's called now. That is the number 2 independent grossing restaurant in the country. Makes so much money.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
Why not?
Disney.
Right there.
That's a money fact. 855-935-TALK is our phone number, and we want you to ask any of those money questions of us. If we can't answer it, we'll try to figure out a way to get you an answer. If we don't have an answer, then we'll tell you we don't have one. But we'll try to help. 855-935-8255, and let's go down to Americus, Georgia. There's a name from the past.
Absolutely.
Paul, welcome to the program.
Hey, fellas, how y'all doing today?
Doing well,
Doing
sir.
well.
What's up?
I'm between. We have a family friend that's having some issues with staying at home with sitters and run out of money, even though she's got a house with tons of equity. And the thing that Tom mentioned, unfortunately, about his mother-in-law. Sorry about your mother-in-law, Tom.
Thank you for
Passed
that.
another week about a long-term. I think it was a 15-year stay. It got me and my wife, and I'm 55,
Yep.
thinking about long-term care insurance.
Sure.
And I've always thought we would self-fund it, but then I thought, well, something happened to me, and you know how it goes. Usually something happens to us guys first.
Yep.
And so I started doing some thinking. I thought, well, we could do 4 or 5 years without a problem. But then I thought, well, if it went to the long time, is there something kind of like with every insurance I have in my life, whether it's a car, a house, or anything, I do a very high deductible. And I was thinking about like a long-term care policy that didn't pay for a while you self-funded. And
but it's there at the back end for the
Sort
stuff
of
you
a
don't have.
catastrophic plan.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the exact word I'm looking for. Is catastrophic.
That's right. Yeah,
because in kind of like an HSA, and so I called one of the companies. I just how you look up stuff on the internet.
Yeah, of course.
One of them, I won't say the name, but they used to sponsor one of my favorite TV shows as a child called Wild Kingdom.
Oh, I think they're. I think they're in the middle of the country somewhere.
Mutual of something.
Yeah, near Jimmy. Not Jimmy Buffett. Oh, Warren Buffett. I knew it was a Buffett.
Other Buffett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A less fun Buffett. Yeah.
I won't say the name.
Less fun Buffett.
I called them.
Yeah.
I contacted them, and they called me, and also contacted an independent, and pretty much what I'm getting from both of them, they call you up, and they talk to you, and they ask some questions, and
Tell you what, on that thought, I need you to hold that thought because this break is running headlong into us. Stay right there.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
Hi, Don McDonald here. So, what's your plan for retirement? No, really. What's the actual plan? Because hoping the market goes up, stockpiling random investments, and praying your gut instincts are smarter than Wall Street is not a plan. It's a guess. And when the market gets bumpy, and it always does, guessing leads to second guessing. And second guessing leads to panicking. That's why you need more than a portfolio. You need a purpose, a strategy, a real financial plan built just for you by a 100% fiduciary advisor who's legally obligated to act in your best interest. Imagine that. Start your plan today with a free, no-pressure meeting at TalkingRealMoney.com or call 800-386-3004. That's TalkingRealMoney.com, because your future deserves more than crossed fingers and wishful thinking. By the way, no sales pitch, no obligation, just smart help for real people who want to stop guessing and start planning. Appella is an SEC-registered investment advisor. See AppellaWealth.com or the firm's Form ADV for more details.
Your guides to a really great financial future. Tom and Don are talking real money.
855-935-TALK is our phone number. We're talking with Paul in Americus, Georgia, who is concerned about long-term care costs in the future, has enough money to take care of a few years of long-term care costs, self-insuring in other words, and was inquiring about the availability of catastrophic policies. And you had talked to a couple of agents about catastrophic long-term care, and you were in the middle of a thought.
Yeah. What did they tell you?
Well, the one with the people used to sponsor the wildlife show, the guy talked a little bit, and he said he wanted to do a Zoom call with me and my wife to show me a way to use leverage to basically have a product that would pay for itself, and that got me kind of nervous.
Yeah, these are the hybrid policies that they pitch a lot.
You give them the money, and then they're going to...
You give them a big chunk up front.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one, it was kind of similar. In both of them, I just emailed them back saying, could you just send me the numbers and the charts?
Yeah,
and I'm not the brightest guy, but I'm moderately intelligent. I'm just like, look at the numbers for myself and just go through them. And all of a sudden, they've gone radio silent with me. And I guess my question to you guys is what I'm looking for, a catastrophic policy for long-term care. Is that not out there? Is it just best to self-fund?
They don't exist. It's a dumb fact that they don't exist. There has been some movement in that direction given the potential crisis we face with baby boomers sucking down Medicaid. Because what's going to happen is if you spend all your money on long-term care and you spend down to the point where you really don't have any assets, then Medicaid is on the hook for your care and your wife's care or both of your care. And so there has been some talk about the possibility of these policies existing, and I think they make a lot of sense. I mean, to me, that would be the only thing that would make sense to me, would be a catastrophic into the road kind of thing, because I don't want to be on Medicaid. I would rather not.
And by the way, even to buy a premium-based long-term care policy, very difficult in today's world. And not very
They
few are
exist,
writing them,
but they're
not many.
Yeah. Generally, they write them for like $150,000 to $200,000 in coverage, total coverage.
Yep.
And that can cost you $3,000 a year for a couple or more. If you want to get to enough to cover 4 years of a typical nursing home, with inflation protection built into a policy, it can run for a couple as high as $26,000 a year.
Wow. I mean, that's what thinks just investing as much as we can in different things and just doing ourselves makes more sense. Do I have time for a quick book review for you guys?
Of course. We love book reviews.
All right, this is one that I was at a library, long story, but long story gotten longer because the long story short means it actually got longer. And I bought a bunch of books for $5, and one of them was the Mitch Albom book, The People You Meet in Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
You ever read that book years ago?
No, but I know who it is, and I know the book. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tuesday with Maurice. I never read either.
Yeah, of course.
I hadn't read that one, but I read this. But anyway, it deals with people that you meet in life and you affect in a positive way. And you two guys are going to meet people when you pass on that you have affected in a positive way, because you guys affected me in a positive way. You make me think. When I first started listening to you guys, I didn't have nice words to say about y'all, but because you made me think. Yeah, I mean, you made me think. I disagree with some things, but y'all make me think, and y'all do that for other people, and you do it in a nice way. The Tesla bull, y'all are polite and nice, and disagree with it, but you do it. But all I'm saying is that book is like y'all. Y'all affect people in a positive way.
That's very nice.
That is
By the
one
way,
of the
list,
nicest comments ever. Thank
we have
you.
a list on the other side of that ledger, too.
Yeah, but those are other people. Yeah.
I got that. No, that's very kind.
Yeah.
And yes, our job is
that's my
to help
concern
people.
is the people that have affected in an ugly way. But anyway,
there you go.
Y'all, thank you for taking my call, and enjoy the rest of y'all's day.
Thank you. You too, sir. Take
That's
care.
a great point, by the way. The
I know.
care
If
thing.
he's in America's Georgia, he's hotter than we are.
Yeah, you guys, the Southeast
It's
is
hot down here
bacon.
in the Southeast right now.
I don't even want to tell you, it's not even 70 degrees here
Don't
yet.
even.
It hasn't even. I was going to
just
break a
not
sweat at
fair.
69 degrees.
855-935-TALK is our phone number. The heck with him. Let's go to where it's cool now, Tacoma, Washington. Kenny, welcome to the program.
Hello, guys. Just want to let you know that it is 66 degrees here in Tacoma right now.
Just stop, both of you. Both of you.
Funny. That's funny.
I don't even want to tell you what it is here. It feels like right now 104 degrees.
Oh, God. Stay inside.
Wow. So, hey, guys, I have a quick question for you. I'm 61 years old. I contribute to my 401k, and I need about I have a little bit of a home repair to do. I had a couple bids on it, and it's going to cost me about $8,000. And I think I'm boiled down to two choices. One is to borrow money out of my 401k to pay the taxes. However, I'm reluctant because I want to keep my money working for me. The only other option I have, I went to my credit union. They said that I do qualify for the $8,000, so I could borrow it from them. And I do have the ability with my job to pay it back rather quickly, the $8,000 within about 4 months. And I just want your guys' opinion and help on this.
What's the interest rate with the credit union? Is this a signature loan, or is this a HELOC, or what's the deal?
It would be a signature loan.
And what's the interest rate?
I think they were saying like around 10 or 11%.
Yeah, that sounds a little high. But I mean, so you own a home, but why don't you just get it? Because you can get a HELOC still for less than 7%. I just looked it up the other day.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why is because I have a great paying job, and I could actually pay that loan back within about 3 months even. I just have to get the ball rolling before it starts raining up here.
Yeah,
Well,
but the HELOC you could pay back anytime. That's
but
not
he
a
can
problem.
borrow against his 401k and basically pay the interest back to himself. So the opportunity cost, the opportunity cost of the stock market, and I'm sure he's not 100. You're not 100% in the stock market, right?
No, I'm in an actual target date fund.
Okay. So, the opportunity cost is going to be negligible. It's going to be less.
10% that's pretty high interest
That's
to
too
pay.
high.
So you're right. That would be,
I'd borrow, since you're going to pay it back fast, I just borrow it from the 401k temporarily. Get the work done, as you said, while it's dry. Because when it starts raining and it's really cold, I am going to rub it in both of your, both of your noses in the 80-degree warmth of Central Florida.
Maybe you could borrow it from David, who still has the million and the 529.
Oh, David with the 529.
That's pretty good.
David, we found a worthy cause.
Yeah,
there you go. Beneficiary.
Okay. Hey guys, and just one more thing. I called you guys. It was about 2 years ago, and I was battling cancer. And just want to let you know that I have found through my health issues that I have to be proactive for myself and look after myself. I had a bad experience at a hospital, but I found a great cancer hospital up in the Seattle area, and they took care of me, and I've been cancer-free for 2 years. So just wanted to pass it on your way, too.
That is great to hear.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you for letting us know, Kenny. That's good. Keep up the great health.
855-935-TALK. Call us. We'll try to help you with your financial stuff. It's really easy, and it's free, and we'll be right back.
Tom and Don are talking real money.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. When you visit the doctor, you probably hand over your insurance, your ID, and contact details. It's just one of the many places that has your personal info. And if any of them accidentally expose it, you could be at risk for identity theft. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second. If you become a victim, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
For your real life and real future, Tom and Don are talking real money.
855-935-8255. Call that number every Saturday as we try to help everybody manage money better. I'm Don, that's Tom, and kind of out in the sticks like Tom is Tom in Falls City, Washington, which is out in the sticks too. Hey, Tom, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Love the show. Driving back from the San Juans back to your neck of the woods now. I got a question for you. About 57 years old, house paid off, and I'm wondering what's the magic ratio of, some people say you should have 13 years of income or 15 years of your highest years of income. Is there a ratio you like by the time you're 60?
You're talking about how much you need to save. Is that
how
what
much
you're
you should
talking
have
about?
in savings, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's right.
That's a potential, and you can get that anywhere from 15 to 25. I've heard people say 25 times what you're making that year.
I like that because I see 8 and 11. I'm like, that could never fly in King County, for example.
Oh yeah,
so I'm targeting 18 to 25 would be a good target for let's say 60.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you're a 20 at age 60, sure. 20 times what your annual income, you'd be in a great place. I mean, overall planning still, even at 57, because there you're going to look at your Social Security. I'd still want to look at all that stuff as one plan, find a retirement income plan,
and
rather than just saying.
Rules of thumb are so hard to come by, and because for it, a lot of it is dependent upon the person involved and your circumstances and how they might change. It's so personalized. I personally think 20 plus is a little on the high side.
Yeah. But I've seen people say 25. So.
I just think, to me, that seems high for anybody who has a modicum of flexibility in their lifestyle. But if you can get to that, groovy.
Yeah. Great. Well, I'm targeting about 20 at 60, 20 times. So I feel like I'm hopeful that should be a good number.
That sounds like a great number, actually.
It is.
To me, that sounds like a wonderfully comfortable number. You're probably never going to worry.
Good. Well, you guys have a great show, super entertaining. You guys play off each other well, so thanks for your service.
Well, we've been doing it for too long, apparently. Thank you. All right.
Sunday off?
Yeah. No, we never get Saturdays off. Oh, Sunday off.
Sunday.
Well, you get Sunday off.
Well, no, I got to call Aaron about Brooke. So, there'll be a phone call coming soon.
Well, anything else you want to share before the hour comes to its screeching
this has been amazing. All the calls from, California and Canada and Pennsylvania and Georgia and Tacoma and Falls. Here's the thing. And we love taking your calls. You know that. That's the favorite. It's honestly the favorite part of my week. But for most people, you still need a little more personal, I got to dig into things. So we offer that free. Truly.
And I just, he sounds like a salesman. He does. I know he does. Because he is. I mean, you should have heard the infomercials he did in the old days. I mean, come on.
Exactly. Bring those in.
But the reality is, a long time ago, when we set up our firm Vestry that merged with Appella, we realized that people absolutely must have some sort of help. Even a do-it-yourselfer doesn't know what they're doing wrong unless you get somebody to tell you. And the problem is you're going to end up in the clutches of some commission salesperson if we don't do it. So it's a public service. So if you need the help of an advisor, go to talkingrealmoney.com.
Good old cloms.
Be an advisor. Click it.
The opinions and views expressed on this podcast were current on the date recorded. Opinions, estimates, forecasts, and statements of financial market trends that are based on current market conditions constitute our judgment and are subject to change without notice, including any forward-looking estimates or statements which are based on certain expectations and assumptions. Although information and opinions given have been obtained from or based on sources believed to be reliable, no warranty or representation is made as to their correctness, completeness, or accuracy. Information presented on the podcast is not personalized investment advice from Appella Wealth. The views and strategies described may not be suitable for everyone. This podcast does not identify all the risks, direct or indirect, or other considerations which might be material to you when entering any financial transaction. Past performance does not guarantee future results, and profitable results cannot be guaranteed. We hope you realize that the information provided on Talking Real Money is for informational, educational, and hopefully enjoyable purposes only. The podcast is not trying to get you to buy or sell any financial products or securities. Instead, the program is provided as a public service by Appella Wealth, a fee-only registered investment advisor. Please see Appella Wealth's ADV Part 2A on our website for information regarding Appella's fees and services. Appella Capital, LLC, DBA Appella Wealth, is an investment advisory firm registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The firm only transacts business in the states where it is properly registered or excluded or exempt from registration requirements. Registration with the SEC or any state securities authority does not imply a certain level of skill or training. Appella does not provide tax or legal advice, and nothing either stated or implied here should be inferred as providing such advice. Thanks for listening, and please visit talkingrealmoney.com for more information and important disclosure related to performance of any specific index or fund quoted in this podcast. And the lawyers get richer.